What's going on, everyone? I got Zach here again today. Today's Wednesday, so what if dropped earlier? Wanted to do a video this morning, but I didn't get up early enough before work, low key. Anyways, this is probably my favorite episode so far, so spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen it. But this featured pretty much just a sad ass Doctor Strange story. I'm not gonna recap it like I normally do, like step by step, but like what I thought was really cool was like I think we think the character is Shumagorath. It was the tentacle creature from the first episode. Return, baby. So, long story short, the main difference in this episode, Christine dies in the car crash. Some reason she's with after he performed a very successful brain surgery. They're going to an award dinner. Apparently, what did they call that? An absolute point. So this is something new. We've learned about Nexus events and all this other stuff. This was an absolute point in this timeline was Christine dying is what set Strange down the path of becoming a sorcerer. And long story short, he spends that whole time after he saves the world from Dormammu, all that kind of goes normal. He seems to get stronger faster because he has control of his hands, but later down the road, he kind of gets nerfed. Basically, he starts going down the path of trying to reverse time and bring her back. And at one point, he does. He basically travels back with the time stone and attempts like 20, 30, who knows how many times. She dies. He goes on that moment with the car. He goes, takes her to a pizza parlor. He goes a different way. He does all kinds of things. No matter what, she ends up dead. The ancient one, I thought it was really cool. The ancient one's like, no, this is what's gonna like this is supposed to happen, and he's like, I'm gonna find a way. You don't know that that's not. There's no other way to bring her back. And basically, in this point, we don't know it right away. We find out later. She is splitting this timeline and Doctor Strange. So there's two Doctor Strange, and there's in the same reality. It's weird because like this multiverse stuff with Loki and long story short, I guess there's two Doctor Strange, two of these universes. Basically, one's an evil Doctor Strange, and one's a good one. The evil one looks for a sorcerer. Cause I can't starts with a K. Can't remember the name. They find his library with his librarian who is. I seen a video or two on YouTube saying that O'Bane is another name that he went by, so that's the guy himself. Anyways, he studies up all his books. He's ready to go. He finds the one about time manipulation, basically. And he goes back in time. Well, it basically a way to like erase something like that happened. He's got to perform it from some power. So he's trying to steal power from Shumagorath, and basically, Shumagorath basically fucks him. And O'Bane's like, they're not going to just like bargain for the power, which he's bargained. He said something about mystic creatures not bargaining. And it's funny because he's bargained with Dormammu before. And yeah, so eventually he starts with like a little demon and he eats him, and slowly but surely he consumes many little ones until he gets a big one. And at one point he looks like all these monsters are coming out. So what was crazy is ever since like Endgame, we've gotten Captain America versus Captain America. In WandaVision, we got Vision versus Vision. Even in Falcon Winter Soldier, we got Future Cap versus wannabe Cap. We got Loki versus Loki in a couple of ways, actually. We got Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange. So, long story short, the only Doctor Strange that could be Doctor Strange was a good Doctor Strange, but he. Oh, I don't have that picture, I don't think. Wong put basically a barrier spell on him that was protecting him for a while, but eventually the power that this motherfucker got together was super crazy. And yeah, he ended up absorbing homie Doctor Strange, becoming completely strong Doctor Strange. One moment, Mephisto, he looked like him. No Mephisto in this, but at one moment it did look like him. Anyways, like he ends up like losing a grip on the reality after he does successfully bring her back, but everything's leading and all that. and he actually this is the first time we've seen the Watcher interact with someone, and he was like, "I know of you. You're basically a god. You can fix this." And he's like, "I'm no god, and you're not either, and I can't interfere." But what this tells me is at some point before the end of the season, he is going to interfere because this is the first time we've seen him interact with someone, so that's kind of cool. Now, basically, he's like, "There's nothing I can do." Christine asks him what he's done. The universe collapsed, and we don't technically see Evil Strange die, but he's in this like pocket dimension here, just the sphere. He's in there crying, upset, and we have seen like promos that would suggest that he is going to show up in the future with Captain Carter and stuff. So there's gonna be some kind of team up, something happen, and I've heard it's something to do with Ultron. So let's kind of see what goes on. Now the question is, oh, and another thing, his like magic is glowing red, and he's getting like these purple tints. Chaos magic from the red, maybe the orange from the normal sorcery that he learned, and I don't know. Agatha had purple, like he's got. I don't know. He's he apparently spent centuries sucking people up with his magic sucker, and I wonder if this is also what Wanda did to Agatha. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah. The question is, does this Doctor Strange have to do anything with Spider-Man No Way Home? I don't know. I think it's just regular Doctor Strange personally, but that's just my gut. I don't have any real like reason. But so far, this is definitely my favorite episodes. A common trend with these What If episodes, they've not necessarily been the happiest of endings. Star-Lord, Black Panther's episode probably was the happiest ending, but there was the thing with Star-Lord and all that at the end. So we'll just see. But yeah, so I don't know. Definitely my favorite episode. What did you guys think of it? And when it comes to those creatures that he was eating, I didn't really recognize any of them. So maybe you guys could let me know in the comments. But yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're into it. And peace.